Amazon Web Services has been working closely with studios and partners in the media and entertainment industry, working backwards from their needs with the goal of helping content production professionals scale while focusing more on their creativity and the product they want to create. At SIGGRAPH 2021, which was virtual once again, we wanted to demonstrate the different ways that the cloud has been able to help customers that are focused on content production. But given how many virtual presentations everyone has watched lately, we didn't want this to be just another slide presentation with a talking head. As it turned out, our customers and partners had made a lot of progress in unlocking virtual production technologies and techniques, so a unique opportunity presented itself. About 4 weeks ahead of SIGGRAPH, we reached out to ICVR, a leader in the virtual production space. We also enlisted the help of Eric Weaver as our executive producer, who brought his knowledge and experience with filming content on LED volumes to the project.
Efficiency and speed of production were key. It was a real test of our pipeline, and we had to pull out all the stops. Rapid iteration and quick response to feedback were critical. From block out of the scene, to previs, final art, and even making last-minute changes on set. AWS Cloud Services allowed ICVR to have a true 24-hour production cycle, with team members working together from all around the world having instant access to the project.
If you want to do something unique and really challenging, something like a multicam really did push the boundaries. And that was really a great opportunity to see what we could do to continue to tell the story. One of the limitations that originally kind of hinders virtual production is when you're simply taking one camera shot. And that becomes boring to an audience. That becomes almost Zoom-like. So you really have to explore beyond that. This particular in-camera VFX aspect is going to grow or become an actual mainline stay of the industry.
One of the things we wanted to do in this keynote was to give a nod to the history of computer graphics. There have been so many exciting moments in computer graphics, and moments where everyone knew that something had just fundamentally changed what can be achieved. With the project timeline and budget in mind, we needed to focus our efforts on just one full fidelity virtual scene. So the computer graphics history segment evolved into the moody opening monologue of the keynote with backgrounds that changed to help represent different time periods. The idea of creating a park for our environment emerged because Amazon Nimble Studio, a new service that launched a few months prior, actually began with a conversation in a park in Mountain View, California, when the founders of Nimble Collective got together to talk about what they wanted to build. And of course, we intended to include a segment of Nimble Studio, so it felt like a great way to set the stage. Also, who doesn't like being outside in the park?
In putting together this production, there were a lot of challenges that we had to figure out. Number one is just the fact that when we started on this, SIGGRAPH was only 4 weeks away, which is a very short time for just the creation of the virtual content, as well as just planning out all the different elements of this shoot. Namely the fact that we were trying to shoot 50 minutes of content, which is a lot. And then also doing that in one production day with 8+ speakers.
It's amazing to see just how realistic the LED screens can project images onto it now, and I'm definitely sold as this is the future.
The geek in me wants to go and figure out how this is all working. My mind is blown.
I can't get enough of this technology. It's fun because it's not a bunch of green screens. It's not a bunch of elements that are going to be put together later. It's all put together at the same time, in real time, and I think that's what makes it more magic than just being on a normal set. It's having it happen while you're doing it.
What we're going to see in a few years from now, using just local render facilities is going to feel like using a payphone. The demand that is coming down the pike is going to far outpace any of the local render facilities that we have to create these amazing film and TV projects that we work on every single day.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. Kind of like real world production, get merged with this like CG environment. Yeah, it's been really amazing.
Yeah, it feels like we're right at the leading edge here. You know, just imagine where this goes in the next, 10 years. Incredible. So very exciting.
I'm glad to be here today at the XR stage, where this whole show has been put together in a virtual way. It's a great experience to be able to be in an environment that looks real, but actually is not. We're very glad at Epic Games to be part of this effort here with Amazon, and we're all working together to build virtual production for filmmaking.
In the end, we were all really proud of what we accomplished in such a short amount of time. We were able to produce more than a keynote. We were able to tell a story with our customers and partners with the help of an exceptionally talented team that used some of the latest technologies and techniques in filmmaking. We enjoyed making it, so we hope that comes through, and we hope you enjoy watching it.